Got to deal with Trump. Got to go over to Trump. All right. Elon Musk and Trump seems to have a little bit of a falling out from their bromance. This is why you don't want to get too connected with people too fast. You got to space it out. You don't want to become friends with somebody too fast. You don't want to get into a relationship with anybody too fast because the breakup could be massive. It reminds me of when on Facebook, when somebody switched their profile logo to in a relationship, and then they start showing their girlfriend or their boyfriend, and the next thing you know, they pictures disappear, and then it goes to it's complicated. It's complicated. It does. It does. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit of a fallout. I think that they got differing opinions on what they was expecting, and the bromance is now a little bit ended. That's what I think is happening. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let's get into it, y'all. So Elon Musk is now departing the government, the Department of Government Efficiency, or Department of Government Efficiency. Is that it? Department of Government. Yeah, that's it. Department of Government Efficiency as a special employee, but DOGE will continue on and doing their work. Hold on, wait. Let me back up for a minute before we get into this. Let me back up for a minute. I said, and I might even pull up the live stream, I said, listen, completely unrelated. Listen to what I'm saying, and there's plenty of people in the chat because this wasn't even that long ago. I said that Vivek Ramaswamy was the smartest person in the room. I said that Vivek Ramaswamy was the smartest person in the room. People said, no, Anton, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, listen, Vivek Ramaswamy is J. Cole. He's J. Cole. Trump and Elon Musk was Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and they got together for their first and second album. They collaborated. They got together for their first and second album. Yes, Drake was on, did some songs with Kendrick Lamar. I bet y'all don't even know that. Some of y'all so green, y'all don't even know the history. They actually used to work together. They worked. I did. I sure did. I said it. Vivek Ramaswamy is J. Cole. And I talked about it. I said, listen, he see the writing on the wall way before this even happens. And when he was designated as co-CEO of the Department of Government Efficiency, he played his role and then he quietly exited it. He did a couple of interviews and then he said, okay, guys, can I get your endorsement for governor of Ohio? I want to run for governor of Ohio, guys. I think that they're going to do a great job. I love the Trump administration. I'm going to run for governor of Ohio as a Republican. And thank you guys for continuing to do things. I think the Trump administration is going to do great things. It's going to do great things. It's going to be doing great things. And right on cue. I am good. Man, give myself a round of applause. Give myself a round of applause because I was right again. No, I don't think it's that big of a break. I think that Elon Musk realized that he got to focus on what he set out to do in the first place, and he needs to step back from politics. And I said it back then. I said if I was Elon Musk, I would not have gotten involved in politics because you basically force people to pick a side when it comes from a business perspective. I did multiple streams on this. I said it. And I told y'all I was going to come back and I was going to gloat about it. And here we are.
Now, Elon Musk leaving the Trump administration, ending his role as a special government employee. Our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott, has more for us. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, Robin, good morning to you. And he was once considered one of the president's most powerful advisors, setting up offices on the White House campus, attending cabinet meetings. But Elon Musk is now leaving the administration and taking a swipe at the president's agenda on the way out. This morning, Elon Musk is out. stepping away from his role at the Department of Government Efficiency. Overnight, posting online, "I would like to thank President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending." For months, Musk has been working to slash agencies as a special government employee, attempting to cut trillions in federal spending, but facing resistance from the public, lawmakers, and members of Trump's cabinet. And in the last hours of working for the administration, Musk publicly breaking with the president on his massive spending bill, arguing it would undo their own efforts to shrink the federal government.
I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the DOGE team is doing.
And so that right there, that is a separation agreement. That's a separation agreement. Because the minute that you do an interview and you publicly speak negatively or you publicly disagree, that is a separation. And we all can relate. We just relate on a much smaller scale. If me and you are bros or we homies and you disagree with me and then you go publicly on another platform when we disagree and you say something negative about me, then that's where the public separation is. And that's where we split. That's the relationship it can never be the same after that. If we just going to be real, if we're just going to keep it 100%, the minute that happens, it is never going to be the same. I would like to think that there's lots of people that disagree with people that's in the Trump administration. Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance is reported to be going back and forth with each other on a regular basis. I think that disagreement is healthy. I think that having your position, me having my position, and us arguing is healthy. I would like to see more productive disagreements in Congress between the Democrats and the Republicans instead of people just saying, well, I'm on this side and you on this side and I'm just going to be a social media star and y'all work on a spending bill. I would like to see more healthy dialogue and disagreement and then coming to a conclusion. But the minute that you start to say publicly or speak publicly, then I think that's where the separation agreement comes in.
President not publicly going after Musk, but arguing the bill couldn't cut too many programs in order to get it through the House.
Well, reactions, a lot of things. Number one, we have to get a lot of votes. We can't be cutting. We need to get a lot of support.
So what he's basically saying, let me translate it for y'all, because some of you guys will say, well, Trump didn't answer the question because Trump is specifically speaking to a question that a reporter asked him about Elon Musk publicly saying he didn't like that the spending bill didn't cut enough and that, it's a lot more in it than he would have loved to do it. And it undermines the work of the Department of Government Efficiency.
And we have a lot of support. We had to get it through the House.
The bill Republicans just pushed through the House, officially called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, does promise to slash federal spending by $1.5 trillion, with major cuts to Medicaid and food assistance programs. But the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office now estimates it will add $3.8 trillion to the national deficit over.
Now, what does this mean? Elon Musk is a businessman. Elon Musk is not a politician. I think that Elon Musk does not understand that his strong suit, as smart as he is, as rich as he is, and I'm in no position to ever say what Elon Musk should and shouldn't do. Let's be clear. I'm in no position whatsoever. All right. I'm just a lonely live streamer that's talking to a few thousand people on the internet, and we just having a conversation and a respectful dialogue. But respectfully, I believe that Elon Musk's strong suit is in a supportive role and making sure that he look at things from a business perspective. That's the thing that George Soros do. George Soros has manipulating politics since the beginning of time. And with Elon Musk, from his business perspective, 1 + 1 has to equal 2. Unless you Terrence Howard. 1 + 1 has to equal 2. So in Elon Musk's mind, he's probably saying, and I'm assuming, and this is based off of his interview that he recently did that said that he wanted more cuts. He's saying, listen, we need to cut spending. We don't need to make sure that we're investing more than we're spending. We know that we're trying to bring jobs back to the United States of America. We know we have to get things booming. We know we have to make sure that we get affordability in order. We know we need to build more homes. We know we need to have more investment inside of the United States of America. But at the same time, we need to be spending less than we're taking in. And so for him, it's very simple. 1 + 1 has to equal 2. 1 plus 1 can't equal 5. It can't equal 5. Now, for Trump's perspective, and the way that he answered the question, what Trump is basically saying is, listen, even with Republicans controlling all three branches of government, there were still holdouts, and there is still a lot of people that are asking for a lot of things. And in order for us to pass this through, in order for us to get it done, we had to make some concessions. That's where the political side comes from. There were several Republicans that were being difficult, and that's why Trump had to go over to Capitol Hill and stump in favor of the bill and then go over and concede on some things, or maybe not cut as much as he wanted to, because at the same time he had to have investments in America, and in the way that he's trying to have investments in America is through the Department of Government Efficiency by finding the fraud, waste, and abuse that then reduces the amount of money that we have going to things that we don't need. Trump is saying we got to get these votes in order to get this bill through. We got to do something transformational. We got to invest in America, and we're going to have some temporary growth as far as how much the federal deficit is so that we can invest in America, so that we can generate more long-term and pay down the federal deficit. Because we got to do 2 and 3 things at the same time. And Elon Musk is saying, nah, 1 plus 1 always got to equal 2. It can never equal 5. 1 plus 1 is equaling 2. Trump is saying, and again, this is just my opinion, Trump is saying, hey, listen, we got to do more than one thing at the same time. We still got ways that we got to operate. And, from a political perspective, this is what it takes to get done. Elon Musk is saying, we got to look at it completely from a business perspective. And I would imagine that Elon Musk probably feels some type of way. Why? My Tesla stock is up over 50% since I bought it at the down. Anybody that did not, you don't believe it. You don't believe fat meat is greasy. You don't believe fat meat is greedy. I told y'all. Remember when all of the Democrats was running around and saying stuff like, oh, no, I'm glad we're going to bankrupt Elon Musk. Elon Musk is richer than ever before. Everybody that invested is richer than ever before, including the bag chasers. Richer than ever before. Positions. Let me find my positions. Meta. Oh, it's only up 39% right now. Total up since buying it is only up 39%. I take that back. I'm sorry. It wasn't 50%. It's 39%. Oh, that's not it. That's Meta. I'm up 39% in Meta. I'm sorry. I picked the wrong thing, y'all. 39% growth is in Meta. That is not that. Tesla is up 53%. My Tesla stock is up 53%. I messed up, y'all. I messed up. Yep, 53%. Bought it on March 19th, 2025. And I was just messing around because I was trying to incentivize y'all to do it yourself. I was trying to incentivize you to get it yourself. And no, you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. Yep. Remember on March 9th, I just took a random $10,000 and I just bought it. I didn't even spend. We was just messing around. We literally, and I was just telling y'all, hey man, go and buy it. Took $10,000 and I just bought it just for the sake of doing it. It's up 53%. Here, I'll show you. I don't have no problem showing people stuff. Total gain, 53%. Spent $10,000, just bought it that day. This particular transaction. Spent $10,000 and I bought $10,000 worth of shares of Tesla. The total gain is $5,294 for one and $53 for the other one, a total gain of 53%. And I was just messing around. That was March 19th. We messed around. Messed around and made $5,000 off of that for no reason at all. Now, what we did in the Bag Chasers was a lot bigger and a lot more significant. And this is why you need to make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. We're not talking about that. Bert, we know that DOGE was supposed to go on all the way up until July 4th of 2026. That is when DOGE is supposed to expire. Elon Musk was always supposed to be there for 6 months. Here's the problem. Elon Musk was not supposed to be criticizing Trump on his way out. Hello? Yeah, Master's calling. What's up, Ant? What's the word, big dog? Yep, this is the same number. I'm going to call you right. I'm going to call you about an hour. Give me 1 hour. All right, bet. All right, bye. Anyways, let's continue on with the show.
For the next 10 years. The bill has divided Republican lawmakers, and even the president says it's not perfect.
I'm not happy about certain aspects of it, but I'm thrilled by other aspects of it.
But Republicans back in their own home districts are now forced to defend the bill and other actions taken by the administration.
I'm going to do the very best job I can on your behalf.
At a town hall in Nebraska, Republican Congressman Mike Flood admitting he wasn't aware of everything that was in the bill when he voted for it.
This provision was unknown to me when I...
All right, so let me move over a little bit. I want to deep dive a little bit more into this subject. And they saying that Elon Musk is saying farewell to DOGE.
So how about this? Elon Musk is stepping down from DOGE after months of leading the effort to cut billions of dollars in government waste. Musk announcing the move on X, saying, quote, as my scheduled time as a special government employee comes to an end, I would like to thank President Donald Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. The DOGE mission will only strengthen over time as it becomes a way of life throughout the government. Lydia Moynihan is a financial correspondent for the New York Post, and she joins me now. Lydia, good morning to you. It's great to see you.
Great to be here.
A whole lot to reflect on here. And Elon Musk has said that cutting government waste was a real uphill battle for him. So now that he's going to the private sector, how much did he actually accomplish?
Yeah, it really is the end of an era here.
Sure
and of course, this is being spun as him basically stepping away from Trump. And in reality, this is in line with what he always was planning to do. And I think it's interesting kind of watching the way that Elon Musk operates, right? This is his strategy where he goes into whether it's Tesla or Neuralink or X and basically impacts the organization as much as he can in a matter of 100 days or however long he plans to be there. That's how he's able to keep all of these different companies in check.
Tony, you can short Tesla as much as you want. I've seen so many people. I've seen a dude that used to work with me at Comerica. He was a software engineer. He said, Anton, I'm going to short Tesla. I said, you're making the biggest mistake of your life. You're going to get your head cracked. You're going to get your... It took him 2 years to recover from how much money he lost as a result of shorting Tesla. The one thing that I've learned is that you do not bet against Elon Musk. You do not bet against Elon Musk. Everybody that has bet against Elon Musk has lost. Everybody that has bet against Elon has lost. You are crazy. You are smoking crack. If you think you're betting against Tesla and you're going to profit, fam, you better off going to the casino and putting it all on red. You're better off going to the casino and putting it all on red. That's the dumbest thing that you could ever do, bro.
It's interesting when you speak with executives.
I can tell you 5 different companies that you should short before you even should consider shorting Tesla.
Be aware of the fact that anytime you step into an organization, there's really a window of a matter of months where you can impact change. And so we are looking at, I think they stated publicly that they cut about $150 billion, which was below that estimated target. And yet you look at the impact that I think that will have when it actually comes to changing the way that each of these agencies and these governments operate. I'll also note he has put folks in place who will continue that work even after he's left. And the goal, again, was really to get all of this done from when Trump was inaugurated and then next July. That's really the window they have. But that's when you're doing something, when you're trying to make radical change, you kind of have to do it quickly, or otherwise it just gets stagnant.
Yeah, man, Elon Musk sure is a change maker, and he did do just that. According to DOGE, estimated cuts $175 billion, which amounts to a little over $1,000 per taxpayer, which is no small amount. So now the White House is sending some of the spending cuts to Congress to codify them, make them permanent. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's always the challenge. Obviously, Elon Musk is a very impressive individual, but how do you get a body like Congress to agree to that? And I think that is where we're going to see sort of the rubber meet the road, because you're looking at what they say, obviously very significant when you talk about saving taxpayer money. That's so critical. And yet you're also looking at these huge deficits that are going to continue. So that's Elon Musk, I think, has done his part, fair to say. And so now
Ty, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. You don't even believe that. Don't even stop, Ty. Stop.
Really is up to Congress to think about making some of those bigger reforms. That
no doubt. And okay, so we learned yesterday that Elon Musk is not a really big fan of the big, beautiful bill. He said it could either be big or beautiful, but not both. Here is President Trump responding to that. Watch this.
I'm not happy about certain aspects of it, but I'm thrilled by other aspects of it. That's the way they go. It's very big. It's the big, beautiful bill. But the beautiful is because of all of the things we have. We're going to make people really be able to, we'll have the lowest tax rate we've ever had in the history of our country, and tremendous amounts of benefit are going to the middle income people of our country, low and middle income people of our country.
Yeah, so Elon Musk's criticism is that it adds to the deficit and undermines DOGE's efforts. What do you think about that, and how much influence do those comments have over Congress?
I'm surprised that Fox is even covering this.
I mean, it's getting negotiated in the Senate right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Elon Musk is aware that these entitlements really are costing the American taxpayer much more than the waste that he was focused on does. So to make that kind of reform where you are going to rein in the deficit, you will need to make those more dramatic cuts. And frankly, I don't know that congressional leaders who are elected every 2 years or those in the Senate every 6 years really have sort of the stamina or the courage to make those changes the way that Elon Musk did.
Yeah, well,
I agree. And to be honest with you, I do wish that we actually, we just have too big of a government. I wish we could just get rid of certain departments and all of that stuff. I do think that we need safeguards, but at the same time, I think that we are there's too many hands in the pot. There's too many people that's saying what they need. Too many Congress members, too many House members, too much. I do think that we need to cut our spending even more. I hate the fact that Democrats challenge Trump on every single thing that they are cutting. I love the fact that the Department of Government Efficiency is there. I guess we all can't get what we want necessarily, huh?